Open Season TV is brought to you by Tree Stand Buddy, G-Tac Safety Harness, experience the freedom to hunt, Dead Downwind, Reinhardt Targets, Hunt Force, Buck Bomb blows away traditional scents and attractions. The Caldwell Deadshot Tree Pod, true bench rest accuracy from the stand. Extreme Hunting Solutions Stick and Lick, screw-in deer attractant, lasts months, not weeks. The Platinum Collection by Big Game Tree Stands.
This week I'm going to be hunting elk with Vince Vigil and New Mexico Hunting Adventures.
Then we're going to head to Colorado as we watch JD and Brandon chase after some monster mule deer.
That pack's too high. That pack's too high for me. Yep, 650.
5 in the morning, boys are getting ready. Thermos full of coffee, firing up a Chevy, praying that we get a shot out in the clear. Mud on the tires, creeping through the backwoods. Hubs locked up, rooting through it real good. Keep her slow and quiet down in low gear. We've been checking them off and waiting too long for this time of year, and it's open season. Bucks and bulls in full camouflage from a duck blind or a tree stand. We're gonna track them all from the break of dawn. Yeah, they better keep one eye open while they're sleeping, 'cause it's open season. It's a way of life, it's what we love.
I just smoked a stud. He should be dead right over there.
Open season, bucks and bulls in full camouflage from a duck blind.
Here's some skis. I freaking pinwheel him.
Keep one eye open while they're sleeping. Yeah, they better keep one eye open while they're sleeping, 'cause it's open season.
You gotta get some headphones, please. I'm tickled with him. I mean, I am.
I've never done drugs, but there ain't no way it can compare to this.
We're coming for you, boys.
Me and Clay just dropped Mike off at the airport. We had a great hunt here in Colorado. I killed the biggest mule deer of my life. Now we're heading to New Mexico. We're going to hunt with Vince Vigil, New Mexico Hunting Adventures, and hopefully we're going to put a big bull up on the ground next. You know, I just got done killing my biggest mule deer in Colorado, but me and Clay was headed to New Mexico to hunt with Vince Vigil on an awesome rifle elk hunt. You know, when I was researching to do a rifle elk hunt, you know, I wanted to kill one with my CBA. When I found Vince, I was just amazed at all he hunts. I mean, he hunts all over New Mexico. Well, it's our first morning here in New Mexico. We're hunting with Vince Vigil, New Mexico Hunting Adventures. They've spotted some great bulls, so we're gonna go up the mountain this morning, hopefully get on one. We're gonna be hunting a great big park. We're either gonna shoot between 100 and 500 yards, he says, but hopefully this morning we get it done. This is my first hunt with Vince, so I really didn't know what to expect. He said we were going to be staying in tents, and you know, with what we're doing, we got to have power and stuff. So I said, "You got power?" And he just kind of laughed at me on the phone. And when I got there, I realized why. I mean, his is a first-rate operation. It was amazing how every day everything was done for us. I mean, they have a guy literally at camp that when you leave, he stocks your firewood up, he makes sure all the stuff's clean, he sweeps your tent out and everything for you. I mean, it was just amazing. I felt like I was catered. I felt like I was on a Chuck Paddock hunt.
Good food and good animals. It don't get better than that.
They got a building right there. It's like a big shed that's their cooking thing, and they got snacks anytime you want it. And his dad's cooking all the time, and the meals are phenomenal. You know, that first night we met our guides and everybody, and I was going to be hunting with Vince. And the one thing I was impressed with is every night of the week, every guide sat down with Vince and they had a strategy meeting for what was going to happen the next day, where they had been seeing elk, where you can put somebody on. Their only goal was to make sure everybody was on elk every morning. It's our first morning hunting here in New Mexico. We're hunting with Vince Vigil, New Mexico Hunting Adventures.
I'm definitely slowing this down. I'm out of shape. I blew my knee out, but we've been on elk all morning. We just about shot one just a minute ago, so Vince is the man. He's got a game plan. We're just gonna keep working up these mountains, try to stay level with them. Hopefully I don't slow us down too much and we get on an elk.
You know, the first morning we had a great game plan, but it was gonna kill me because earlier in the year I tore my patella tendon and my kneecap clean off. But Vince said if we could make it up there, we were gonna get on elk, and boy was he right. But because of my knee, I just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I was worried. I was worried about you on that hunt, that you could make it. I thought it was going to be more flat land, not straight up and straight down type hunting.
Following these bulls, his herd, they're up over the next ridge in a big park, he thinks, so we're going to keep pushing on. And I'm going to keep walking as fast as I can.
You know, that first morning, the thing we did is we didn't chase elk. We got out of the truck and we walked to where the elk was. I mean, Vince had everything set up. We knew where they were going to be, and the only problem was getting on them with me and the cameraman.
So what we're doing is we're going to these parks that Vince knows about. We were just on elk on there and almost made it happen. We were probably about 200 yards on a nice bull. But we had some other hunters come in on horseback and just push them through too fast before we get a shot. So we're just going to keep slipping through here to another park and just get to good vantage points where we can see these elk as they're working up on these mountainsides. So Vince has got the plan and I believe in it, so we're gonna do it.
That first morning we made it up the mountain and it just, you know, it really tore my knee up and stuff. So we decided we were gonna spend the whole day on the mountain and hunt down that night. But the scenery was amazing. It was worth the climb to see what I saw that day. And it's just beautiful there. I mean, the creeks, the valleys. They have a big canyon where the Colorado River runs through. It's amazing. And we actually filmed some desert bighorn on it. It was beautiful. You know, the second day was just like the first day. We went straight to elk, but we just couldn't get the camera and me on them. Day 3, it was snowing, it was 20 degrees, and Vince decided to completely change everything. So we drove to the top of the mountain where he knew the elk was feeding on the side of the other mountain. So all we had to do was get to a ravine and spot one. And sure enough, as soon as the sun came up, we spotted about 20 elk feeding across the ridge in front of us.
Hey, you got any Chuckster tans?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Why buy an imitation when you can have the original?
Vapor Trail. Quit your crying.
Isn't that a limb driver?
Oh no, this one's way better.
True Fire. For professionals, for everyone.
And sure enough, as soon as the sun came up, we spotted about 20 elk feeding across the ridge in front of us. Here, put the pack on that. I think I can shoot off that rock. Let's put the pack on the rock. See what I'm saying? You got that gap right there. Is it too low or is it good? Oh, can you shoot off that rock? Looking at him. When he tells me he's ready, I'm gonna shoot him. What do you got?
All right, so you gotta give me distance. You need distance?
Yep, yeah, how far is he?
Can I say 700?
And I said, man, can I shoot it that far? And because I didn't know how far it was. And Vince ranged it. It was 702 yards away, and we had about a 25 to 30 mile an hour crosswind. Well, we did the math real quick, and I was wrong. And when I shot high the first time. But once I dialed it in, it was dead on.
Let's do 25. I don't think so.
We watched the elk die right there where I shot him, so we had to climb down the mountain, climb up the other side, and we were going to quarter him up and get him out. You know, once the elk was done, it was time to celebrate. We had a long walk and I was actually worried about it, but I can be honest with you, making that climb down the hill and up the other mountain was easy. Well, we came in there this morning, Vince had the perfect game plan. We got up on the ridge behind us and we were glassing these flats where these elk feed. And sure enough, first thing this morning we spotted this is a good bull. Dark rack, mature. So once we ranged him, we got in position. I put a shot on him, hit him, and then I had to put a couple more finishing shots in him. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't be any happier. I mean, this is pretty exciting to shoot an elk with a rifle in the snow. Shot him at 700 yards. I tore my kneecap off in March. I've only been walking for a few months. And I was really worried about this hunt, but Vince, above and beyond is all I can say. They know this land so good, they can get you in a position no matter what your condition is. And it proves right here that you can do it. I mean, this is amazing for somebody that can barely walk to be sitting behind an animal like this. I've had an awesome hunt. We've been on elk every day. I mean, we were literally just a camera angle away from killing the first morning. Yesterday we were 2 minutes late, and this morning we got it done. Vince Vigil, New Mexico Hunting Adventure, this is where it's at right here. You know, of all the Western hunts I've been on, as far as big operations, this was by far the best. I mean, the lodging was great, the food, the service, but what was really spectacular is how hard they work for you. I mean, they have horses there, so if you can't make it up the mountains, they'll help you. I mean, they want you in the best shape, and that gives you the best odds. I'm proof of that. If I'd been in better shape, I'd have killed a 300 incher instead of what I killed. So it was just amazing how they catered to everybody.
Yeah, almost everybody killed a bull, right?
Everybody but one guy, and he missed 14 times.
I'd say that's good odds. Check out these arrows.
Oh yeah? Watch this.
Whoa! Victory Archery.
VAPs penetrate better.
What are you doing? You need a real stabilizer.
Dead Center Archery.
I suck. It wasn't 2 weeks in the antelope season, Brandon calls me and he goes, hey dude, can I get some more broadheads? Because we had the new Dead Ringer broadheads. And like, dude, what are you talking about? And he's not scared to shoot, I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, he had a rough year, that's for sure. He wasn't afraid to shoot, but he's definitely not hitting what he was aiming at.
That is
true.
All right, so been hunting the same herd of deer for the last couple years. They stage up in this bowl over here, down this old creek bottom, and then they head over to this old homestead and eat and bed down during the nights and first thing in the morning. So we're gonna get in front of them. The mule deer rut's on. Love hunting mule deer in the rut. So we're gonna get in front of them tonight and see what happens. Let's make it happen.
You know, Brandon and JD, it seems like every year on giant mule deer, and they're always around old homesteads and fence rows.
Yeah, they know how to use that stuff to their advantage. It's amazing how those bucks live around those houses. I mean, even when Ashley went out there and hunted, I mean, they were constantly around them old abandoned homes. I guess they know where it's safe.
We're here in eastern Colorado, about an eighth of a mile from my house. Heading to work this morning, I seen a big 5x4 mule deer in the back part of this house, old house over here, and got a hold of the landowner, and he said, yeah, go for it, go kill him. So just got the cameraman here, and we're gonna see if we can do it. All right, so we're about 20 yards from the edge of this barn, and he might be 10 yards. We might have to just draw, step out, and shoot him. It's gonna happen fast if it happens, so hopefully we can get over there and he's still standing there. Wind's good. Let's see what happens. There's a doe right there. I'm gonna draw back now. Says 65.
You know, after he missed that first buck, they were just constantly on big buck after big buck.
Yeah, that had to be really frustrating. I mean, some of those bucks they were on were awesome looking bucks. It's too bad they didn't get it done on some of them, but he got on an old buck that was a great deer. And I'd shoot him in a heartbeat.
Oh, the mass on that thing was amazing. Dude, what are you doing?
Mowing the grass.
Now what?
Trimming.
Dead ringer broadheads.
Cut so big I can mow my lawn with it.
Devastating Gear is brought to you by
The Sportsman's Guide, the largest supplier of brand name hunting gear at closeout prices. At The Sportsman's Guide, you'll save on everything from boots and clothing to tree stands and accessories. The Sportsman's Guide, lowest prices, best quality, guaranteed.
This week we're going to talk about TJ's Attack the Rack deer feeds. If you're like myself, you use multiple feeds and minerals to run your trail cameras and keep the health of your deer herd up. That's no longer needed with TJ's Attack the Rack deer feeds. Attack the Rack offers two made feeds, the Brow Time Buckcorn and the G3 Spread feed. Both feeds contain 16% protein and 8.5% fat. And what this does is it gives your deer all the nutrients it needs to grow bigger racks and stay healthier all year long. The Brow Time Buck feed contains roasted corn, molasses, and all-natural organic tart cherry powder. The G3 Spread feed also contains roasted corn, molasses, and all-natural organic tart cherry powder. It also has roasted soybeans, oats, and vitamins and minerals to the mix. Each feed comes in either a 25-pound or a 40-pound bag to fit your needs. The benefits of the tart cherry powder on deer is it increases their immune system, it lubricates their joints, it's an antioxidant, and it also increases their cardiovascular system. And what this does is it helps them grow larger racks and use the nutrients better in their body. These patented deer feed formulas is going to increase the attraction of the deer so you get multiple camera pictures and hold the bucks on your property. It's also going to increase the health of your deer herd. In fact, the formulas work so good, they're going to start putting it in feed for high-dollar show cattle. If you're like me and you're looking to attract more bucks and get better trail cam pictures while increasing the health of your deer herd, check out TJ's Attack the Rack online at tjsattacktherack.com. It's just a little bit high.
Yeah, he spine shot that buck and he went down like a ton of bricks. I think it was more nerves than anything after going through what he had the whole season.
You know, and like anything we spine shoot, he ran right up and finished the buck off clean.
Yeah, that's what we preach to all our pro staff is just make sure it's humane and you get it done quick.
He shoots this buck, got it down, finished it off, and he was just excited because he had had a rough season. I mean, they hunted hard and they were on animals, but it was happy to get it done. Woo!
We got bucks behind us. We got bucks on the left, bucks on the right. This 5x2 came in. And I drew back, and with excitement, the pressure came back on me and it went forward. My arrow went flinging, so I drew back as fast as I could. Had to tip my bow upside down to get the arrow where I needed it. Shot, and with the excitement, I shot a little high and he hit the ground, spined him, but he went down. I shot him again. I've always been told to shoot him till he's dead, and walked up, shot him again. So, but he's dead. 30 yards. Ain't the most picture perfect shot, but we got it done.
You know, the cool thing about them is how close they are. Like you are with your daughters and stuff. His brother, his dad, they're all close. So when he shoots this mule deer, they were actually all there. And as soon as he goes to recover it, they're all running into the scene and checking it out with him.
You want to hold him? Can you hold him? No? All right, well, here he is. Big old 5x2. We seen him last night and he's just as big as he looks last night. So I couldn't be happier. I'm pretty sure it's the biggest mule deer I've ever killed. Mass, goofiest, but the biggest. and couldn't be any more happy with him. It's a big old buck. Definitely need to be taken out of the gene pool with this thing, but that blade is sweet. He's a keeper, huh? You cold? Well, let's get him loaded up and get out of here, all right?
Did you get our Tommy hogs? Now what?
I'm getting our Tommy hogs.
Can you do anything right? This is a Tommy hog.
Closed captioning brought to you by Spot Hog.
Go, Tommy, go!
Make sure and go to our Facebook page and look for this week's giveaway banner and enter the word below for your chance to win. Then head on over to our website and enter for our grand prize giveaway at the end of the year.
We also want to thank these fine sponsors.
Firing up a Chevy, praying that we get a shot out in the clear. Mud on the tires, creeping through the backwoods. Hubs locked up, rooting through it real good. Keep her slow and quiet down in low gear. We've been checking them off and waiting too long for this time of year, and it's open